This video, I hope to help some people that suffer anxiety attacks, heart palpitations, and high blood pressure, and just overall nervousness at times. And most of the time, it all stems from the kidneys. True story, my story. Bobby Washington, producer, singer, songwriter, and a sufferer for many years of anxiety, panic attacks, palpitations, high blood pressure, but not anymore. My first palpitation was in 12th grade, high school. I can feel my heart pounding out my chest. It happened at random times. Me simply lying on the floor talking on the phone to my girlfriend at the time. It's full-blown anxiety attack. I was 21, catching an airplane going to California for the first time. Got rapid heart rate, blood pressure went up. Had to go to the hospital over there in California. They found nothing wrong with me. At that time, they weren't really talking about anxiety too much, but they put nitroglycerin under my tongue thinking I was having a heart attack. 21 years old. I back home, my primary doctor sent me to cardiologists, different specialists to see what's going on with my heart. Found nothing. Simply put me on medication, beta blocker, atenolol. Later on, they put me on high blood pressure medication, hydrochlorothiazide, HCTZ, and also later, losartan. It's my anxiety medication, clonazepam, and Paxil. To find out decades later, I ain't need none of it. They were just masking the symptoms, putting a Band-Aid on it. Body is having an issue, it throws signs. It throws rapid heart rates, it throws high blood pressure. To get to what stopped this for me. Years ago, I had my first kidney stone that I was actually able to pass by myself. It was a 5mm stone. I passed it, no issue. It gave me tremendous pain though. Here in 2024, February, I got my second stone. That was a 7mm, and that sucker was hard to pass. I tried to pass it on my own, ended up almost destroying my right kidney. Took it down to 10%. Now I was back up to a higher percent. I don't know exactly what the percent is, but my doctor looked very happy when I went to my ultrasound last week. So he said it's probably way above 40, 50, 60. Left kidney's like 90 something, so it's perfect. The first urologist that went in to do the stent after my second stone in February, didn't do a great job. He left a lot of scar tissue. Just 3 months after that surgery, my EGFR, my numbers for my kidney, declined. So that means there was another blockage. Not a stone, but scar tissue, and that's just as bad as a stone. Any blockage is. I ended up getting another urologist, and this urologist was great, Dr. Graham Green. Shout out Dr. Graham Green. He actually did 2 surgeries on me. He put a second stent in, he waited about a month or so, went back in, and at the same time taking out the stent, he put another one in immediately. He made a slit in my ureter, giving relief and of the pressure, at the same time making it better for scar tissue not to grow. And that did it, y'all. That fixed everything. Fixed my rapid heartbeats, that fixed my anxiety, and that fixed my high blood pressure problems. 4 months ago, I had to stop taking the HCTZ first because my blood pressure was going down to 104. It's too low for my height. I'm 6'1". Stopped it. Then I started adding hydration to my diet. I started adding lemon water daily. I started drinking about 70 to 90 ounces of water, no juices, no iced tea anymore. Started taking extra virgin olive oil as well, which actually, get rid of inflammation and actually heals the body and help kidneys that's under stress. Drink a tablespoon every morning for the past 2 years now. Past 9 days, I had to get off the second blood pressure medication, losartan, because that started taking my blood pressure down more than what it needed to be. So now at this point, I'm only taking a half of a beta blocker, which is supposed to slow the heart rate down about panic attacks. Well, my heart rate was dropping too low into the 50s because I'm taking this beta blocker that I don't need anymore. Mind you, for the past 6 months to 8 months, I've only been taking a half of a half. That's a quarter of a pill. So if the pill is 25 milligrams, I'm only taking 6 milligrams of it. Why am I taking it, right? Every night, like at clockwork, when my body started winding down, my heart rate would get as low as 53, and that's just too low. So I did something 2 days ago. I stopped taking the atenolol, the quarter pill, and my heart rate at night is 62. Perfect. I'm out here walking and running, my heart rate is perfect without no atenolol, no beta blocker. What I'm saying is, kidney stress is what did it. What I found out is that kidney stones can stay in you for decades before they come out through the ureter and cause you pain. I mean, you can have small ones in there, and they can affect the tissues and agitate the nerves, your nervous system, causing rapid heart rates, causing elevated blood pressure because you're stressing the kidneys. So by not hydrating and dehydrating yourself, drinking those sweet iced teas that I was drinking, those sodas that people are drinking, the coffees that people are drinking, all the sugar people are having, all this stuff stresses the kidneys. The sodium, most people are having 4,000 milligrams of sodium. You should have under 1,500 a day to keep your kidneys nice. They say 2,500, but really it should be 1,500 because you don't need that much salt. You need enough to balance your electrolytes, but not that much. That's going to put the kidneys under more stress. And the funny part is I got a warning from a cardiologist, a female cardiologist, and I went to her to get a stress test. But she was saying, hey, you need to go check your kidneys out. And I'm like, man, I don't want to have another specialist. Why are you talking about kidneys, doctors? I'm just here for a stress test. So I kind of ignored her. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing all that. But I should have listened because she was right. Kidneys plays a part of all of it. The kidneys are important. It would damage your other organs. It would damage your heart for sure, okay? So if you have high blood pressure problems, you have anxiety problems, right? And you're taking all these pills, check yourself in and say, hey, I need an ultrasound. I need a CT scan of both of my kidneys. I need to have a separate test where they do nuclear, where they can actually test each kidney separate, the percent and functioning of how much they're functioning. You need to know what your EGFR is. Most people are walking around here in stage 3 and don't even know it. Just drinking sodas, just drinking, eat too much sodium. They don't know it until they say, hey man, it's so low you need dialysis now. So diabetes can also do this too. And that's what people think. Well, I don't have diabetes, so my kidneys are fine. You know, yeah, diabetes beat on it, high blood pressure beat on it. But what's causing the diabetes? You're overweight. Why? Because you're eating the sugar, right? You're having too much sodium. It's retaining water. So it's all going back to the kidney still, right? So it's mandatory that you ask your doctors or go to the hospital ER and say, listen, you know, even if you ain't having no pain, say, I'm having pain right here on my right side. You know, I feel like my kidney is something. Just whatever you got to do to make them give you a CT scan, do it. You need to know where your kidneys are. You need to know where your EGFR number is and your creatinine numbers are. Creatinine, if it's too high, kidney problem. EGFR, if it's too low, kidney problem. They normally work together. One go up, one go down. You have to know where you are because those kidneys are going to get you off that medication if you fix them, okay? So let's say, for instance, it's your kidney and it's under stress. You may not need surgery like I did. I needed surgery because I had scar tissue because of the stone, right? Now, if you have a stone that's in there for decades, yeah, they got to go in there and get it out, right? But that's not for everybody. You can have all these symptoms, anxiety, palpitations, by doing what I said, drinking that iced tea, sodas all these years, and just not being hydrated, not drinking the lemon water, not drinking the olive oil to actually keep the inflammation down. You're putting pressure on the kidneys with the sodium. All this stuff, right? The digestion, you know what I'm saying, with all the meats and stuff that you're eating so much of, right? Eating too many times a day, spiking your insulin so much. You're supposed to eat only twice a day, right? At the most. If you can do once a day and have like a nice fiber drink, some almond milk, raw oats, some blueberries, without no sugar, that's straight. You only need about 1,400 calories, 1,500 calories a day. You don't need that many calories a day. Most of eating too many calories, right? So if you do this, like I said, if you're drinking all this stuff, you need to get your kidneys checked at the same time. Switch to lemon water, right? In the morning, drink lemon water. And then once that water is done, like 32 ounces of that, you pour another 32 ounces on top of that same lemon. Don't press a fresh, another squeeze lemon in there because you don't want to make it acidic. Just want to pour it over the lemon that's already been in the water. So it'll be very light this time, be more like a diffused type of lemon. Take 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. You can take 2, another one at night if you like to as well. If you want to, help it even more, you can. Or you can drizzle the second batch over a salad, or maybe use it to make your sauteed vegetables or fish or whatever. Not use seed oils anymore. No, they cause inflammation. Don't use no more seed. Only use extra virgin olive oil. It has to be the real one. It has to be either the California one. It's called California in Publix or Walmart, or the Terra. Terra has the yellow label with the little horse on it. Those are the only two that are real. Everybody else have a bunch of countries behind them, like 5 countries. It say France, Italy, Japan. They just have a bunch of countries, and that mean they're stepping on it with seed oils to stretch that real extra virgin olive oil out, so they ain't gotta, you know, spend that much money on it. They want to be cheap. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying to stop your medicines right now. What I'm saying is do it in steps like I did. Like I did 4 months ago, I did 1 medication. Then 8 days ago, I did another medication. 2 days ago, I did another medication. Do it slowly. You know, even if you have your doctor's help doing it. You know, I did it, you know, with ChatGPT. You know, he's a good reference for me. He knows all about the medical stuff. So I use ChatGPT to help me. Most doctors want you to stay on medication for the rest of your life. You don't need to. Just take care of your kidneys, okay? If you have any questions, man, for your boy, holler at your boy. Leave a comment below, and I will help you, okay? Peace.